It is Monday, May 13th, 2024. And it is, what time is it? 4:15 a.m. And we are up for a laparoscope surgery this morning. Basically, April 29th, I went to see my oncologist after getting I've lost count of how many scans I've gotten. I would have to literally go back and like physically count. And we got a scan, and the mass is still sitting at 7.6. So it's being very stubborn. So when I went to go see them on April 29th, I kind of wrote down and kind of like broke down how I'm feeling about this whole process and what's going on and where I think they need to go. And basically, I went back to surgery. Yeah, told me almost a year and a half ago that surgery was not an option, that I could only do chemo. But I've always felt that I was not the typical cancer patient, and that this wasn't a typical cancer situation. We have no idea where this came from. I personally think I got this from something that I ate from a long time ago, and it slowly progressed over years. We did a genetics test. It's not genetic. Cancer does not run in my family. And from what they can see from blood work, I don't carry some type of like cancer trait or anything like that. So, my situation has always been kind of unique. I've done over 40 rounds of chemo, and we have made progress. We were at 15 centimeters when we started this thing back in 2022, and we are at 7.6. So we've been at 7.6 since November of last year. So it's kind of been at like a little standstill, and I've even taken from December 5th to January 8th. I was off of chemo because I wanted to enjoy the holidays. No growth, no nothing. Started back chemo in January and completed 6 rounds, actually 8 rounds altogether, before getting a scan done, and it was still sitting at 7.6. So what they did was it took my case to the board. My oncologist, my liver surgeon, and my colon doctor, and presented my case. And I got a call last week from my colon doctor. He said, hey, listen, this is where we're at. We want to do a scope on you, which is what I requested, to see if the little stomach lesions that they saw that prevented the surgeon from taking out the liver mass in the first place back in December when they cut me open are even still there. As they told me, as my oncologist told me, they would have to grow to a significant size in order for them to show up on a scan, for them to let them know, like, hey, okay, it's this size. And it has not. They have not seen any indication on any scans that I've taken since December of 2022 that would indicate to them that these things have grown or anything. So, either the cancer has pulled them off, or they're still the same itty bitty ones and they're just not doing anything. So what he wants to do is he wants to go in today, take some pictures, do biopsies if needed, so he can see where they're at, if they are there, and take that information back to the board again, and they go in, meaning surgery, take those out along with the liver mass, and they want to do another colonoscopy on me to see if the 2 centimeter polyp that was in my colon back in 2022 when I got my colonoscopy done, to where they can indicate where this even started from. So it started in my colon, but did not stay in my colon. It moved to my liver and decided to stay there. So, if that is there, also go in and take the little polyp that's out too. So basically, they just want to go in and just take everything out. I am still pretty much healthy. Like, I really don't have any situations besides the little lingering side effects from the chemo. But outside of that, I don't have any issues. Um, I'm only 36. And I told my doctor, like, listen, I still want to become a mother. So we need to figure this out. We need to figure it out quick so that I can start the remission process and move on with my life and get back to my active life. Okay. So I was glad that they heard me. It took me 3 tries. So for anybody out there that think, like, doctors don't listen, keep trying. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. If you need to, go to another doctor. Because that was about to be what I was going to do. Because if they would have told me no for the 3rd time, I was going to another doctor. And I was glad that they heard me on the 3rd time. So that's what we're doing today. So update on my hands. My hands look pretty okay this morning. They're still kind of dark. I don't know if y'all can tell on the camera, but they are dark. Bottom of my feet are darker than this. I was on Instagram the other day, and I see this girl. She also had cancer. I didn't know what kind of cancer she had, but she had the same thing. Dark hands, feet, everything. And then she showed after she was in remission, this was back to normal. It made me so happy. Y'all have no idea how much I've struggled with this. It's been a thing, okay? Just know it's been a thing. So I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to this, okay? For sure. So I can't wait to get there. But yeah, but outside of that, that's what we're doing today. I know it's been a minute since I've done a video about anything that's been going on. It's just been a whole lot mentally, and I just didn't feel like making a video. But me being me, I like to document everything, especially important things, because these are things that, like, my kids, grandkids, family members, everything can go back and watch and, just have a piece of me. And I wish that, like, people like my mom, my dad would have done this back in the day. But that obviously wasn't a thing, so I can understand. But, I mean, they could have did a video camera, But I would have just loved to see, just different things that they went through. And how they were feeling and how they got through it and things like that. And I just don't have that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make videos for my family. And for my kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. So they can see what joy is about and what I went through and how I got through it and just things that are just happening in my life, good and bad. So I just want to do a little quick update. I'm about to finish getting ready. We have to be at the hospital at 5:30. My surgery's at 7:30, and I think that's only like an hour, maybe an hour and a half type of surgery. It's not anything long, and it shouldn't be anything like where I'm in like severe pain because I'm able to come back home today. So once I wake up from anesthesia and everything, I should be able to go home. So as always, God is in control. I've done my prayers. I know He's brought me this far. He's not going to abandon me now. He's given me so much strength. So I knew I was strong, like, before this whole thing even started. But baby, this is a whole nother type of strength that you have to go and endure. And I'm just glad that I just had Him to lean on. and push me through and give me confidence to speak up about certain things that I'm going through and things like that. So I'm just super, super grateful. I know today will be a success, so I'm super excited. I just can't wait to get the surgery over and done with. Lord. But yeah, I just want to update you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little update, and I'll let you guys know how everything goes. Hey everybody. So I am back with a little update for you guys. I have gotten my scope done. And they found nothing. They found nothing. I actually have my pictures. Like, you can actually see the tool in there, but there is nothing there. Nothing. So as I mentioned, what they were doing was doing a laparoscope on me. Today is Sunday. What's today's date? Today's the 18th. I got this done on Monday the 13th. I got three entry wounds on my midsection. But what they were going in to see in here, this is my stomach wall. And when December 11th of 2022, when my surgeon cut me open, he got to my stomach wall and he saw miniature sized lesions on my stomach wall, which prevented them from taking out the liver mass, because it was telling them in doctor's term that it was spreading, and that taking out the liver mass was not going to stop anything. So they just leave it, which in my mind doesn't make sense, but whatever. So that's why I had to start doing chemo, because they were literally, I'm not even joking with y'all. I was in the bed. He told myself, he told my cousin, chemo was the only option. They would not cut me open again. My cousin literally asked him, like, how long? And he was like, until it's gone. So, started doing chemo back after I healed. I think I started back like the end of January. So about a month and some change. I was back to doing my rounds of chemo. And that was all of 2023. Except for I stopped the top of December, because I wanted to have a good Christmas and I wanted to have a good New Year's, because I had such a terrible Christmas and New Year's because I was still healing from the incision and the 55 staples. Okay. So, when I restarted doing chemo in January of this year, 2024, and I did 2 scans and completed overall about 8 rounds of chemo, of all 3 of my chemo drugs that I get. And we were still sitting at 7.6 centimeters, which is where we were when I stopped my chemo in 2023 for the holidays. And I was kind of up to here. I was kind of fed up. If you know, if I personally told you about my side effects, then you would understand why I was saying, like, I'm fed up. I said, listen, something ain't adding up. Something gotta shake. And on April 29th, I met with my oncologist and I broke down everything. I said, listen, my case is not normal. This is not a hereditary type situation. It does not run in my family. We need to figure out something. We need to revisit my case. So he sat down at the computer and he started going through, all of my files and everything. Well, did we do a blood test for hereditary to see if yes, we did. Did we do radiation? No, radiation was never an option. Never an option. I have done maybe 10 to 12 scans in the past year and a half. And y'all telling me that these ones that were in here were the only thing that was stopping y'all from taking this mass out in my liver. But however, y'all have said in order for those to show up on a scan, they have to grow to a significant size. And they have not in all of the scans that I have gotten. You guys have not seen anything. So how about we revisit this, okay? Because I got things that I need to do in life. God got stuff for me to do in life. And y'all hold me up, okay? So he took my information, took it to the board. Him, my colon doctor who did this surgery, and my surgeon who did the slicing and dicing on me. They huddled up, they looked over everything, and that's how we got to here. They agreed, let's revisit. So when they did not find anything, they then went back to the board again and huddled up and determined it's time to have a meeting with the surgeon. And the only time you go meet with a surgeon is when you're about to have surgery. So your girl is about to get this surgery that I should have gotten in 2022. God is amazing, okay? Like, seriously amazing. I am so grateful. I am so happy. I'm anxious. I'm thankful. I'm a whole lot. Okay, a whole lot of emotions is going on. Am I nervous about the surgery? No. I wasn't nervous when they were going to do it before. My liver will grow back. They're going to take a piece of it out. But my liver will grow back. I'm still young. I'm active. I eat healthy. And I mean, I've even changed even more, since this whole ordeal. But I'm really, really excited, you guys. If you guys have really been following my journey along this way, I've been documenting it, posting about it all over my social media platforms. So if you're not following me on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, or even YouTube, you got some catching up to do. Okay? I'm just forever grateful that I was able to, y'all, in y'all eyes, it's like, you're so strong. You've handled this like a G, da-da-da-da. But baby, I don't know how I've been able to, maneuver the way that I've been able to maneuver. I don't know how I've been able to stay mentally put together. You're talking about a person that never had the flu, did not have COVID. I rarely get sick. I have no medical issues, none. And to be hit with this right at like when I literally was 35 for a week, maybe 9 days, and my whole life stopped. Everything stopped. Mind you, I'm coming fresh off of a almost 10-year separation of a relationship because I decided to put my foot down and ask for more because my significant other was not holding up his end as a man in a relationship. That's just what it was. I tried my best to hold it down. When I say hold it down, I mean hold it all the way down. I'm talking about financially. I'm talking about rides. driving, did not have a driver's license, does not know how to drive, would not get his driver's license. I literally drove everywhere the entire relationship. Pumped gas, cooked, worked out, started a business, worked from home, took him to work, picked him up from work. Like, it was a lot. A lot. And although there were some good times, it was a lot of stressful times. I got a car repoed because I had to make a choice between paying my rent or paying for my car. And because the financial was on one side, I had to let my car go. And now I'm on the bus using transportation. What? Yeah. I tried my best. From being the most supportive person ever, I tried to push and motivate and all this, but you can only push somebody as far as they're actually willing to go. And you can't make somebody do something that they're really not ready to do. And that's where he was. He was not ready to make those type of changes. So therefore, the changes were not being done. Because I was asking for these changes back in 2020. We were in 2022. When I decided to be like, okay, I gotta go. And it wasn't even like I made it to where like, all right, you gotta get out. Like, no. I was actually willing to help him find a place so that he can keep his current job and still, like, you wouldn't have to, like, find your own place. And he was fine with that. But then when I found out I had my cancer and I told him about it, that was his exit. He wanted no parts. Up and left. Already had found somebody new. Was already booed up. Actually was booed up before I even found out I had cancer. He was already booed up with somebody else out in New York. So, yeah. So I was dealing with all of that. And then here's my birthday, which I decided I wanted to spend by myself because I just wanted peace. I just wanted to be stress-free. I just wanted to chill. My initial plans was to go to Atlanta and just chill. But I ended up staying home. I literally just went to the park. Took myself out to go get some tacos. Went out and got some fresh air. Sat down by the little pond. And just chilled. I did nothing. Took myself to the movies. That was my 35th birthday. That's how I rung it in. Me, by myself. So, I didn't have... I'm dealing with that mentally. And then a couple weeks later, you find out you got cancer. And now you got to deal with that. Yeah. So, I had a whole lot going on top of... When I say I was getting hit with a 1-2 combo, baby. I was getting hit with a 1-2 combo. But I've moved past that whole relationship thing. That's not for me to deal with. That's for the Lord to deal with. I ain't got time. I'm not going to put no effort into it. Nothing of that nature. And I was getting messages asking like, well, has he reached out? And da-da-da-da. No. I could have been dead, gone. He would not have cared. I promise you he would not have cared. He wouldn't even have sent a sympathy card. What did I ever do to him? Besides be the most supportive, best friend, ride or die type chick. But you can only ride or die so much until you ride and dying that you're getting pushed down into the ground. And now you can't breathe. So you got a choice to make. Either keep sinking or get yourself up. And I chose to get myself up, period. But on another note, your girl's getting her surgery. I am so freaking thankful. And I appreciate every single person that reached out, has been checking on me, has been diving into this whole journey with me, because it has not been easy. I've definitely had my down moments, more than you guys could ever imagine. Like a lot of down moments. having cancer is a very mental thing. And I knew I was already a strong person, but this test, baby, was a whole nother type of strength that I didn't even know I was capable of tapping into. I just had to tap more into God, and then he gave me that extra strength. And I know my mama is up in heaven looking down at her baby girl like, I raised you right. Because if you know my mama, if you know Paulette Lavinia Smith, okay, then you know my mama was a God-fearing, praying, singing, shouting type of woman, okay? And I was raised around that, so I knew how to get there. I just had to get there. And if you know the journey of getting closer to God, then you understand what I'm talking about. It's not an easy journey, but it's a fun journey. It is a fun journey. I can clearly say that I have been having fun doing this. And I love it. And I love him. And he knows. Every day. Every night. I'm grateful for just waking up the next day. So, the next update that I provide to you guys will be me getting my surgery. And then I'll try my best to do some updates. I'll do some capturing here and there throughout the process of me healing and things like that. But it probably will be a while before you guys get another update after that. Until I'm like probably like midway, halfway healed. Because another thing I told my doctor was, listen, we need to go ahead and get the surgery now because I got a concert to get to in August. And I got to be able to 1-2 step. This is a concert that I have been waiting 20 years to see. Looking out for me, okay? Because he's making this process move very, very quickly and smoothly, okay? We got this on Monday. I got the call on Thursday that my surgeon visit is on 2 weeks, which gives my stomach enough time to heal up and all that stuff. And then we're going to have a date. So I'm thinking June, which is fine. More than enough time for me to be able, I might not be all the way healed, but I'm going to have enough to get to that concert and have a ball. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. I appreciate you guys so very much. Please keep me in your prayers. We are on this journey, but just know that 2025 we turn it up. I love y'all.